It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Divas That Care. My name is Candice Gish. If this is your very first time tuning into the Divas That Care, a huge welcome. We are now in our 14th year, and we're listening to over 30 countries around the world, and it's all because of our amazing tribe out there. So we're so thankful that you've joined us today. All right, everyone, I have a brand new diva that I'm going to be welcoming to our family today. Her name is Kristi Aaliyah, and I am so excited to be chatting with her. She is going to be absolutely fantastic. We've been trying to get her on the program here for a while now. I know it's probably a little bit past the time where she's wanting to talk about Women's Pizza Month, but you know what? We're glad to have her. So welcome to the program, Kristi.
Oh, thank you so much. And you know what? I am so excited to talk about this. I would love to talk about it all year long. And there's still plenty to talk about. I mean, from your program, I'm sure you guys probably agree that you can't lift up women enough, especially now.
No, and I absolutely love it. And it really grabbed me as soon as I heard the word pizza. I love that because it brings back so many memories. My very first real, I guess you could say, job out of high school, I actually worked at Pizza Hut as a dough master. And I really love that. So I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this is so great. It's kind of like this full circle. So, Kristi, if you don't mind introducing yourself to our listeners today.
Yes, my name is Kristi Aaliyah. I'm known as Real Clever Food is where you can find me on Instagram. And that's where I founded Women's Pizza Month. It was founded in March of 2021 as the largest pizza party on Instagram to celebrate women during Women's History Month. It coincides with that. So how cool is it that we could celebrate women and also have fun with pizza? And the idea behind it was to uplift women and also to shine a spotlight on all those amazing pizza pioneers that are at the forefront of the pizza artisan movement. And they happen to be women, and people didn't realize that, and that's what it's about.
That is fantastic. I had no idea. And I just thought, what a creative way to do that. And obviously you love pizza, because why else would you be talking about it?
Absolutely. It's been a passion of mine since I was a little girl when my Italian grandfather first taught me how to make it. But, I mean, just like everyone else, we all love to eat it. I like to say there's a pizza for everyone, no matter what your dietary preferences are, there's a pizza for you.
I had a chance to go through your Instagram, and I thought, what unique-looking pizzas. So tell me a little bit about that, because I just want to kind of get the idea. Do you have people that make their own pizzas and then they post them, or are these different designs from you?
Okay, well, during Women's Pizza Month, what I did was I looked for inspiration from other women pizza makers. So almost every pizza that I made in March was inspired by a woman pizza maker that inspires me and that I, admire and think that are possibly the leaders in pizza. So some of the pizzas you'll see on my grid were completely inspired by other women. But for example, just this month, I released a brand new pizza style. I invented it, actually. TMT Magazine just published an article on it. It's called the Pincho style. So I'm always looking for new inspiration, new fun. But with this Pincho style, I basically incorporated pepperoni into the crust. But people are like, oh, that's already been done. There's stuffed crust. I was like, no. It's not stuffed, because if you're like me, you like crispy pepperoni. So I was like, how can we incorporate pepperoni into the crust, but also keep it crispy? If we stuff it, we can't do that. So the Pincho style crust was born.
Oh my goodness, that is so awesome. Well, congratulations. I think that's great.
Thank you. It's been fun.
Would you mind, how did you find or come across these amazing women? Because that's I know that we're past the Women's Pizza Month, but as you said, let's keep talking about it. How did you come across these amazing women that were creating this? How was this movement obviously it's really inspired a lot of people throughout the United States, but Is this something that you're wanting to inspire, obviously, around the world too?
Yes, this is a global event, not just in the United States. And, as someone who's been passionate about pizza, I've also, have been a pizza nerd. And if a lot of people like to associate Nancy Silverton with bread, but she's actually one of the original pioneers behind artisan pizza here in the United States. So, yeah, she brought sourdough bread here, but she also brought artisanal pizza to the United States. People, when you think about, people like you ask people, do you, name some pizza makers? Almost always you'll hear either, it'll almost always be a man's name. And sometimes the worst part for me was back in 2021 where people would be like, women make pizza? And to me, that was heartbreaking and unacceptable. Yeah. So that's also the motivation behind Women's Pizza Month. It's to educate. It's not to point fingers. It's about educating. Knowledge is power. And that's also why I'm so excited, that I teamed up with Cordo, Olive Oil, and Stanislaw Tomatoes, and we even have a scholarship for Women's Pizza Month that's still going on. You could still apply for it. Like if you're an aspiring woman pizza maker, we're offering a scholarship to 5 women to go to Pizza University so they can realize their dream of opening a pizzeria. So here we are. We're highlighting amazing women, but we're also trying to empower more.
Mm-hmm. I think that's awesome. Can I ask you, Christy, before you did this, what did you do in the past? What did you do in order to get to this stage in your life?
Well, I've always made pizza. That's always been a part of my life. But, if we're talking about Women's Pizza Month, it started out like it's just a small movement where I just basically tapped a few of my women pizza maker friends and also guys. And they're all like, this is a great idea. We know they're great women pizza makers. Let's shout them out. So it just started out this little tiny Instagram pizza party, and it just kept growing and growing because I think people want to learn about these women. They're excited about both the men and the women. That's what I love about it. It's very inclusive.
Yeah. Well, I think that you should definitely make a book, because if you had a book with all these amazing pizzas in it and then have a write-up about these extraordinary women to really showcase them, I think that would be absolutely brilliant, because what you're doing is kind of the first stage in that.
And that would be a great idea. I don't have a book in the works, but maybe I should. My whole thing is I love to have fun. I think pizza should be fun, but I also think education and knowledge is so important, and that's also the motivation behind this.
Oh, I love that. And you also teach private pizza and sourdough classes, correct?
I do, and my favorite thing is to work with beginners. It's so funny that, people often think that, making bread and pizza is difficult and challenging, and I have some kind of special skills. I don't. Anybody can make pizza. Anybody can make bread. It's just a matter of, showing them how and also giving them that confidence. I think that's the most important part, is believing in yourself. And that is a passion of mine.
Oh, I think so too. A lot of our listeners are very global. Is this something that you do online?
It is actually something I'm going to be doing online. It used to be like my official policy was I really love to be hands-on with people. I feel like I can be more effective that way. But I have been working on with people, via private classes virtually, and I have been able to help them. So I'm thinking maybe I should be more open to doing more virtual classes. I think I'll be able to help more people.
Well, you're going to have to let us know, because we will definitely help you, support you in that and get it out there, because I think that, learning different things, like for myself, I love learning, but unfortunately where I live, it's a smaller community. So there's not a lot of opportunities. So I have to drive to go anywhere anyways in order to take a class. So I try to find online programs so that I can still do them and not spend all my time driving, but actually learning.
Well, that's what happened. I had people reach out to me who I who were super passionate, who wanted to learn, and the only way to teach them was virtually. And I was like, all right, let's give this a shot. And it actually has been working out great. So that's the next step, is to try to make it more available and more accessible to everyone, because I do want to share my pizza passion and knowledge with more people.
Oh, excellent. So what are you doing now that obviously you're going to be promoting more women and pizza for the next, probably for the rest of the year here? Did you have anything
for the rest of my life?
Yeah, well, exactly. But your pizza month, or your women's pizza, that is going to be just specific for the month of March, I'm assuming, correct?
It is in March. It runs from March 1st all the way to the 31st to coincide with Women's History Month. But like I tell everybody, I'll pizza party with you guys all month long, all year long. But, I do use the whole year. I'm always, learning and trying to find new pizza makers in the community, grow the community, learn more from others. And, I meet so many women, great women throughout the year. So I'm always networking with fantastic women pizza makers.
Perfect. So we'll be able to see a lot more of your photos on your Instagram account.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, I encourage, women who are listening to this, and you want to get into pizza and you don't know what those first steps are, I am very approachable through Instagram. You could private message me. I'm more than happy to talk to you.
Oh, I love this. I can't wait to share this with my friends and family. Christy, can you tell me, like you were mentioning this pizza that you created, do you have information about that? Is there the articles that maybe we can link to our podcast so that our listeners can go and check that out?
Absolutely. Right now, the link to the article itself is actually running in my Instagram story, and you'll see the tutorial. I actually have a how to make this new style posted up on my grid under Real Clever Food, so you could go there. But I'm happy to provide those links to PMP Magazine as well.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, definitely. We want to support you in any way that we can. This has been fun. I love this. Yeah, I think it's great. So what is going to be next for you?
Again, continuing, to empower and educate, promote this scholarship, and then, of course, help these women who these scholarships go to. It's cool. Modernist Cuisine, actually, the editor behind it, Stephanie Swain, who's also very big in supporting women, she offered to send them the Modernist Pizza book. So there's a lot of people who are getting behind this. And if you know anything about Cordell Olive Oil and Stanislaw Tomatoes, they're always supporting small businesses and women. So, I'm just looking forward to working with more people who want to support small businesses, want to support women, and doing that myself as well.
Oh, that's excellent. Well, as I said, if there's any links that we can forward on to people, please let us know. We would love to share that for you. And I'd love to to invite you to the Changemakers Cafe on Facebook, as that's a whole group of amazing individuals, women mostly, that are business owners, and we would love to support you. So this is fantastic. I actually absolutely love what you are doing, Christy, and I love the scholarship programs. I think that is so important, and I love that we're able to support other individuals out there. I think it's so important to collaborate and do as much as we can, because we never know who we're going to inspire and lift up. So what you're doing is so much fun, and it's inspirational. So I thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Yeah, and the other thing, too, is, we have now all these pizza ovens that are becoming accessible to home pizza makers for their backyard. And the big thing for me is, in the 1950s, when grilling became a big thing for the backyards, media and the brands themselves were promoting it as a man's domain. And I'm looking at this also as an opportunity to help show that pizza ovens and making pizza is for everyone, and also grilling. That I want. That's also a big thing, and that's the power of social media too. That's why Women's Pizza Month exists too, to encourage more women to show themselves making pizza, and claiming our spot, our rightfully earned spot, as pizza making is for everyone.
Oh, I think it's amazing, and I love you're highlighting everybody. I know that you're going to inspire so many other people, and they're going to be uplifting others. So we're going to be a really big part of that with you. We want to support you from the Divas That Care, because that's what we're all about, is uplifting and supporting as many people as we can.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I talk to so many women who I admire, and I tell them how great they are, and, you know, and they don't want the spotlight. So that's why I think it's important that we shine that spotlight on these amazing women, you know, because they don't want to do it themselves.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you please come back on the Divas That Care. Let us know when you're doing some other things. We want to support you and highlight you in any way, or some of your other individuals maybe coming on with a group of ladies. We would love to have them on, and we can maybe talk about that and how they've been inspired in the pizza industry.
Thank you. I would absolutely love that. I appreciate you supporting me, my vision here. You know, it's a big passion of mine. Pizza is a passion of mine, but also helping others. That's always been a big passion of mine. I'm actually involved with an organization called Slice Out Hunger, which helps the impoverished through pizza. So, like, I'm always looking for different ways to help people through pizza. That's my passion.
That is excellent. Well, if there's, as I said before, like if there's any links that we can put so that people can go to those to support you, well, that's what we'd love to do.
Thank you. I truly appreciate you. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Well, we're wishing you such an amazing day. And again, thank you so much for being on the Divas That Care and sharing what you love.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
So thank you so much to Christy. Thank you so much to our amazing listeners. And remember to do something kind. Until next time, everyone.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.